Hi, welcome to our presentation. I'm Tristan and today I'm presenting with Antoine. We're going to talk about the Volkswagen Beetle, the William Burnback, and the fourth wall. So let's begin. First things first, I want to talk about the history of the Volkswagen Beetle. First, it's a car that's been engineered by Mr. Porsche himself during the World War II. It was during the time before Mr. Porsche has his own company. He worked for Volkswagen in first. The Beetle was a car commanded by Hitler himself for his army. He wanted to give the Volkswagen Beetle to his officers while they were not on the battlefield to make sure that they had everything that they need. It was a great car. It was really appreciated from the society in Germany because it was first a German car. Czechoslovenian built a car really resemblant to the Volkswagen Beetle. In fact, it was the first version of the Beetle, if we say. But Volkswagen copied it, and then Tatra, the Czechoslovenian company, sued Volkswagen for copying their car. So it was at the beginning it was during the World War II. So the Germany just decided to invade the Czechoslovenian country. This is how we get rid of the problems, right? And finally, the car was introduced in 1949 in USA because it was at the end of the World War II. So let's continue with the history. With time, the car became a symbol. What I mean by that is it was a symbol of counterculture. It was really appreciated of the hippies. It was really appreciated of this group of the society because it was the contrary of all other American brands. Other American brands were focusing on big cars with a good look, chrome everywhere. They were really good big vehicles, but they were not focusing on the price. They were not focusing on the car, on its reliability, on its mechanic. Was really to flash. So the Volkswagen Beetle was a cheap car, reliable, easy to fix, easy to maintain, easy to work on. Really appreciated from people that wanted to put their own hands on the car. As I said, Volkswagen really tried to improve its car mechanic instead of the look. In fact, the look stayed the same from the beginning until the end, from the 1949 at least, and until 1972, I think was the last Volkswagen produced. So yeah, it really made the Volkswagen promises very more valuable than the other brands. And as I said, in 1972, they broke the world record of the car the most manufactured, which was detained by the Model T from Ford back in the days. So, the ad that made the car so desirable. As you can see up there, there's an ad that resembled all the other car ads. It was in color. It pictured the car in big in the center with family and other values that was attributed to the car with it. But Volkswagen opted for a different strategy. They used in fact, Burnback himself used the fourth wall. He tried to stop the reader on the ad instead of just focusing on what the ad was saying. As you can see, it was totally different. The car was small. In the Think Small campaign, they were not that big of a content either. The text was different. What I mean by that is the police was different. The text arrangement, how they placed the words, was different. The look was quite different too. It was in black and white. And yeah, in general, they used a different strategy to force the reader to stop on the ad and to read the ad. Even the text themselves was different. They're at the beginning they're talking about the flaws of the vehicle, but the more you go in the text, the more the benefits come. The benefits jump into your face. The more you see the benefits while you continue reading. It really, as I said, it really made the reader stop and look into the ad, because the reader couldn't understand what's going on just by looking quickly at the ad. So that's the end for my part. I'm going to let Antoine continue.
And now for who is William Bill Bernack. He was born in August 13, 1911 in New York, United States. He also died in New York the October 2nd, 1982. Bernack studies in art, philosophy, and business administration that would serve him well during his career. Bernack was the son of a clothing designer, and as a boy he was interested in art and wrote verses. He was educated in New York Public School and earned a BA degree from New York University. Bernack was married to Evelyn Carbone on June 5th, 1938. They had two sons, John Lincoln and Paul Bernack. He was a man respected for what he did in the world of advertising, and he was a big part of the evolution of advertising as what it is now. He was also named Man of the Year Pulse Inc. in 1966. He was member Copywriters Hall of Fame. He had some famous quotation like rules are what the artist breaks. The memorable never emerge from a formula. And I warn you against believing that advertising is a science. He was also in clubs like New York University Alumni and City Athletic. He also served in the U.S. Army in 1941 to 1943. And now what he did and how. After U.S. Army service in World War II, Bernack joined Gray Advertising as a copywriter. One of his most successful campaigns was for Volkswagen Automobile with the Beetle, Think Small. And in 1949 to 1967, he was the president of Doyle Dan Bernack, a company he found with two of his friends, and the company have the name of the three founder. In 1967 to 1982, Bernack assumed the position of chairman of the board and later chairman of the executive committee, position he held at his death in 1982. Bernack love of philosophy inevitably led to his study of human motivations. He realized that emotions such as love, hate, greed, fear, and etc. drove people to action, and he tried to apply these emotions to his advertising in order to get the reader's attention and also the viewer's attention. I think he did well in what he did, and that people realized that he was a genius with advertising, like the two ad that we show with the and if you run out of gas, it's easy to push. And the thing small of the Beetle because it's a small car. It's all of these little details and these catchy phrase that kept the attention of the reader and the viewer, and I think it's part of his genius that he was respect and also claimed as a good advertiser, and I think he really did well for the world of advertising to what it become today, and that's it.